This video we're going to take a look at the Bad Company song Moving On. The song is in the key of C, and I believe probably originally recorded and played in open C tuning on the guitar, which is great, but sometimes it's not real practical. Maybe we don't have a guitar just to leave in C tuning, or we're playing the song in a set where the song before and after it are in standard tuning. So I've always worked the song out in standard tuning, and that's going to be the purpose of this video, to maybe show you how to play it in standard tuning, which I think is awfully close to the original. And if you have a bass player, it'd be hard for most people to probably even tell the difference. So let's look at the grips and phrases that I use, maybe some of the signature licks. Let's look at the introduction. We'll cover the verse and the chorus and then the ending. Here's the intro, then we'll break it down. Okay, the song's in C, so I'm kind of working from this bar chord here on the 3rd fret, but I'm just getting the notes on the 5th fret of the D, G, and the B string. So I'm kind of playing a C triad with the 5th on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to start with this grip, keeping the bar on the 5th, dropping in my ring finger on the 8th fret of the D string, pinky finger on the 8th fret of the B string. So that's your first grip. From that we're going into an F. You can hammer into it if you want to. Again, keeping the bar, 6th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the D string. And then resolving down to the C. And then a little arpeggio. That's the introduction. You can leave your ring finger planted and just slide it down, or you can hammer. A couple of ideas there you could play with, whichever one you like better. Now let's move into the verse, which is really just a 1 chord and a 5 chord, the C and the G chord. And again, for the purposes of playing it in this song, I'm going to just use the triad on the D, G, and the B string. Then I'm going to jump up to the 12th fret, and I'm going to drop in this little F chord over top of it. So let me play through the verse and we'll break it down. Then we're into the chorus. So 5th fret bar, D, G, and B, drop in on the B string, 6th fret, 7th fret on the D string. Rhythm similar to that. You may hear something a little different on the original recording. Then the same idea up at the 12th fret. Repeat. Takes us into the chorus. Now I'll go back to the full chord to get into the chorus, kind of a walk up. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I walk the power chord up to the 8th, then I come out of it, back to this form, and get the little additional phrase. Here I'm using the 11th fret of the B string, 12th fret of the D string, down 2 frets, I get the full chord. So I'm going down to the 6th and back up to the 8th, and then back down to C. Let's put all that together. Back to that lick, and at that point you could do a couple of different things. You could like that. You could use kind of the traditional 3rd and 5, and then using the pinky on the 7th fret of the D string, or you could kind of go back to what we did at the introduction. Actually throw, which I think is a really cool idea. Okay, so we're going is working out of this E flat chord, taking the top 3 notes here, D, G, and B string on the 8th fret, putting out a little riff in, going up 2 more frets to the 10th, and then the same riff, and then back down to C. Let's put all that together. We get to a little signature riff, which is I use a double bar, just barring the D and the G string, and I'm using my 3rd finger, and I'm kind of going from the 7th fret to the 8th, just a little slide, and then back down, and then kind of sliding up to the 7th on the A string, and then hitting the 2 notes together, or something like that. It's probably not exactly what they do, but it's awful close. You may even have a better idea than that. Okay, let's put all that verse together, then we'll go look in chorus, and then we'll go look at the ending. So we're coming out of the intro into the verse. That's basically the riffs throughout the verse and the chorus and the introduction. Let's look at the ending. And then we'll look at the last riff. The ending goes up here to the 12th fret with a bar across the D through the E string, again dropping the 2nd finger on the 13th fret of the B string, and then the 14th fret of the D string. Nice C chord. Move that down 2 frets to a B flat chord. Let it ring. From the B flat chord, you're going to pull your 2nd and 3rd finger out. Let it ring. It's a good F triad. Drop that down 2 frets to E flat. And then the riff. Okay, let's put all that together in slow motion. The riff at the end, this is one idea. Okay, I'm going up here to the 8th fret of the B string, 9th fret of the G string. I'm using my 2nd and 3rd finger, sliding into it, down 2 to 6 and 7, then to double 5s on the G and B. And then kind of a hammer on the D string, 5 to 7, against the G string. And then down from 7, 5 to 3. Then back up. Then another little hammer on the 7th fret, D string. Real slow. Are you up to tempo? You could also do a more of a bend, a little different sound. Maybe come up with your own variation that's even better than that. But I think that one would work. Moving On, standard tuning, great Bad Company song. Find your bass player and a drummer to cover those notes we can't get in standard tuning, and I think it'll sound great. Thanks for watching.